friction when a solid object moves on a solid surface. In detail we discussed it in the previous classes, children. In today's class we are going to learn a last concept on the friction chapter, that is fluid friction. Here the fluid nothing but it is a combined word of both liquid and gaseous. Liquid and gaseous. Under liquid it may be a water or any other liquids. Under gaseous we can consider air. Okay. The friction which exert on a moving object when the object moves in fluid. Nothing but the friction which exerts on a object when the object moves in a fluid state, whether it may be in a water state or in the liquid state. That type of friction we call as a fluid friction. Here the fluid friction depends on some factors. Now let us discuss what are all the factors which depend on the fluid friction. That is, factors depend on fluid friction. There are mainly three factors which depend on fluid friction. That is, first one is nature of the fluid. Nature of the fluid. Second one, shape of the moving object. Third one is speed of the moving object. These are the three factors which depend on the factors on fluid friction. Okay. First one, let us discuss first one, nature of the fluid. The fluid friction depend on the nature of the fluid. How the object moves in water or in air. For example, the object moves in a water, the same object will move in air. The frictional force exert on water is more than the friction exerts on air. Nothing but here the density of the fluid depends, children. The density of the air comparatively water is very less. When the density is less, the thickness is less, the friction which exerts on the object also less. Here the object when it moves in a water or any liquid is more compared to the object moves in air. Okay. Here the nature of the fluid is the one factor of the fluid friction. Okay. Next one is, second one is shape of the moving object. Here when object moves in a fluid, the major one is shape of the object. Shape of the object plays a very vital role to avoid the fluid friction. Okay, here I will give one example that shows how the shape of the object influences on fluid friction. Consider a two paper, same length, width. One paper you crumble it, make it crumble. Make it crumble. Okay. Another one keep as it is. Now what you have to do here? Both papers leave from the same height. Here you can observe the crumbled paper will fall very easily on the ground, where the paper which is not crumbled will float in air and slowly it comes to ground. Okay, you can observe here. When you leave both the papers at a time, see. So what happens? The paper which is crumbled will fall very fast to the ground. The paper which is not crumbled, it comes slowly on the ground. Here what we can observe? Here the area of contact with air particles is very less with the crumbled paper. When you observe in the paper which is not crumbled, here the air particles will exert in a more area, nothing but here the area of contact with the air particle is more in the uncrumbled paper, where the area of contact with the air particle in the crumbled paper is very less. This area of contact is very less. Due to this, fluid friction is very less. The fluid friction which exerts on the crumbled paper is very less compared to the paper which is not crumbled. Here, how the area of contact increases, in the same way fluid friction also increases. Okay. So here the shape of the moving object is very important with the fluid friction. This is the second factor. Third one is the speed of the moving object. When object moves in a fluid, the speed also depends, children. More speed experiences more frictional force. Less speed, the object moves with a less speed, which experiences less frictional force. Okay. These are the three factors which depend on the fluid friction. First one is the nature of the fluid. Second one is the shape of the moving object. Third one is the speed of the moving object. We may all observe that when the object moves in a fluid with a higher speed, it experiences a large amount of frictional force on the moving object. To overcome this frictional force, the object loses somewhat useful energy to avoid this frictional force. To save this useful energy when an object moves on a fluid, we should change the factors which depend on the fluid friction. Just now we studied that what are all the factors which depend on the fluid friction. That is, first one, the nature of the fluid. Second one, the speed of the object, speed of the moving object, and third one is shape of the object. Here, nature of the fluid we cannot change, we cannot modify. How the fluid is, in that only the object should move. And also the speed of the moving object also we cannot change, because the object should move with a higher speed. When the object moves with a higher speed, it experiences the more frictional force. Okay, these two factors we cannot change. Only the third factor, nothing but the shape of the object we can change. The shape of the object, by changing the shape of the object, we can reduce the frictional force which exert on the object. You may all observe that fishes and birds, almost all, they live in the fluids. The body of the fishes and birds are evolved shape that will help to overcome the frictional force which exerts in the fluid. By keeping in mind, scientists developed vehicles which are similar to birds and fishes. You all observed that aeroplane, the shape of the aeroplane is somewhat similar to birds, and also the shape of the boat is similar to that of fish. Okay. The sports vehicles, you can observe the sports vehicles, shape of the vehicles are different from the other vehicles. The shape of the sports vehicles like sports cars are modified in a different shape. The front part of the cars are somewhat projected. Nothing but when the air particles, every air particles, when it fall on the object or on the sports vehicles, they will move with the same speed, with the same direction, which will reduce the frictional force exerted by the fluid. Okay, that we call as that special shape given to a vehicles to overcome the fluid friction. We call that as a streamlined flow. Now we can define streamlined flow. A systematic regular flow of fluid in which all the particles that pass any given point follow the same speed and the same path. The fluids, when a regular flow of fluids, when it fall on a objects, will flow with the same speed and with the same path. That flow we call as a streamlined flow. Okay. the shape which is given to a objects which will reduce the frictional force. That shape we call as a streamlined shape. This can be defined as a special shape that lowers the frictional drag or frictional fluid. Frictional fluid is also called as frictional drag. Frictional drag between a fluid and the object moving through that fluid. Okay, the streamlined shape nothing but the shape of the object which help to reduce the frictional force in a fluid, that we call as a streamlined shape. Okay, and also you observe a vehicles, different vehicles have a different shape, especially sports vehicles have a different shape. The engineers developed the different shapes for the sports vehicles to avoid the frictional force when it move on the surface with a higher speed. So these all about fluid friction. This completes your lesson friction, children. So watch the video carefully, make key points and regularly read the textbook. Thank you, children.